I don't know, we're always looking for, a new thing to challenge yourself instead of going to the gym and spending 2 hours and seeing the same results. So CrossFit was a way to push your body way past the limit and see new results, basically.
Well, my husband got me interested in CrossFit because his kids did do it, and he thought it'd be kind of interesting.
Actually, a friend of mine got me into CrossFit. I was doing some other training beforehand, and I thought I was in pretty good shape, but he turned me on to it. He's a football coach up at Ralston Valley. Dusty Roberts brought me down here one day and did a workout, and the rest is what they say, history.
My kids wanted to do it, so we all started together.
I think longevity for one. I think a lot of people, and we get that too, is older clients will come in at the age of 50 and say, yeah, I can't do this, I'm too old for this. And then they realize, no way, like I've never been in the best shape of my life at 50. And a good example is Joe next door. He's 50, 58, and he walked by this door every day for 2 years and looked inside and watched and just said, no way could I ever do that. And now he's in here doing it, going, oh my gosh, I am in the best shape of my life. So it just takes you doing it and then realizing that and whatever he's gonna do now, go ride his bike or whatever, and he's like, oh my gosh, I can ski all day long, my legs never get fatigued, or whatever it is he's doing for fun. Now it's a whole different thing for him. So I think it just, in general, like I said, you change your nutrition, you change your lifestyle, you care what goes in your body, you wanna come into the gym and perform, because we've turned a workout into a sport. And so they want to perform well, and they see the results, and they go, gosh, if I have 3 beers the night before and I eat horrible food, then my performance the next day is going to be affected. So then they probably healthier choices in their body, they come in, they feel better. It's just a cycle, and so they want to do better in the gym, they eat better, everything changes in their life. Their attitude, way more positive.
After you guys started CrossFit, did you see it change your bodies in any specific way?
For sure, and I think you and I have talked about, this kind of goes back to your question and this one, I think for women, it's really empowering. I mean, I think before CrossFit, everybody just wants to be skinny, especially ladies. You just want to be as skinnier the better, and you get in here and you realize the skinny girl can't do anything. She can't run, she can't lift anything, and you certainly see your body as a machine and capable of doing some pretty incredible things. And I think that does more for, especially, I can only speak, I guess, as a woman, but for our self-esteem as women, just seeing your body in a totally different fashion.
Do you think being a woman in CrossFit has given you more self-confidence?
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Like in what ways?
Well, I mean, I love, like he's talked about, I like to run, he doesn't love it, but just to go out there and, I turned 40 last year and ran 2 half marathons, with hardly any training. That's pretty awesome.
And just watching the women in here get excited about getting a pull-up or a handstand push-up, things, and when you ask them 3 years or 3 months later, did you ever think you'd be putting 85 pounds up over your head and squatting it? No, that was never. They go to the gym and they jump on a Bosu, or they run on an elliptical, and my big thing is, when is the next time they're gonna go outside in an elliptical up a mountain? Never. That's not a functional movement. You're going to pull yourself over a wall, you're going to lift a heavy object. So for them, it's really empowering to go, oh my gosh, look what I can do now, and I couldn't before.
It's really, people talk about CrossFit being a fad. I think it actually is a way of life. I kind of started changing the way I eat, the way I approach everything I do, is with CrossFit in mind. Those are my goals, is to do the best I can in here, and it starts with my nutrition, and then trickles down to all the other elements of my life. That we do every single day is a struggle, and but when you finish, and that was one of the things that my wife, now starting to get into it, had mentioned, is when you're done, no matter how bad it hurt and how much you felt like you wanted to stop or throw up or whatever, when you were done, it was a self-accomplishment. You just felt good about yourself.
Do you think it's more physically or mentally challenging?
I think it's actually probably maybe 60-40, mental first and then physical. Because your body, you're always in that constant battle with your body. Your body can do amazing things, and you see it in here. But the first thing, at least that I lose, and I think you can watch people, and the first thing they lose is the mental thing. They don't stop because their muscles are failing or something like that. They're stopping because their brain's saying, hey, you can stop, you have to breathe. But your body will go as far as your mind takes it. So I think it's majority mental.
Your life?
I think it's improved my life because it's given me certainly more stamina than I've ever had before. And I think it's funny because the one thing I hated when I started this was burpees. And I think for someone my age, doing burpees is really important because older people fall down and they can't get up. And burpees certainly makes you get up.
Great, and I just knew that it was something that I wanted to keep doing because you could see the results really quickly.
How quickly would you say that you started seeing results?
Probably within about 3 months, I could actually see some muscle definition, and my aerobic started to feel a lot better. I could run better. I had never run a day in my life, and so I was able to start running and without breathing so hard. And I was starting to be able to lift weights, which I'd never done before. I was able to start climbing a rope, and I'd never done that before. So each day that I came, I was seeing just a little bit better improvements, and so that was really encouraging. Made me keep wanting to come.
Do you think it's changed your life in any ways?
Oh yeah, I was getting really weak as I was getting older because I'm almost 50, and I was really getting weaker and getting to the point where I couldn't bring in the groceries by myself, and I was tired, and so now I'm really strong.
I really liked how easy it was for my group to do this project and how dedicated we all were to getting this project done. And we all did research that made putting the ethnography together and writing our 2-page essay a lot easier. I really think I learned some valuable lessons from this project, and one of those lessons would be that you really have to work hard for anything you want, whether it's in the gym or in the classroom. No matter what you're doing, you have to work hard to earn it.
Refreshing to try something new. I would do it every so often. I'm not sure I would make it a part of my regular routine, but I definitely enjoyed it. And I thought it was a good topic to do our ethnography on because I think a lot of people aren't completely aware of what it entails. So I hope that the video you just watched sheds some light on that.
When Michaela first suggested doing CrossFit, I was a little bit skeptical only because what I heard from it was really hard. But honestly, after our experience with it, I thought, that I would actually want to do it more. And then once we were done doing our training, we did like 3 days. After we were done doing our training, I went to the gym and I was like, this just isn't the same, and I kind of want to go back to CrossFit because I actually got a workout, and it was a lot different than what I pushed myself to, and I thought it was a great experience. A lot of people don't.
In the beginning of the project, I thought that it would be generally easy to do CrossFit since I am an athlete and I've been doing it for so long. But when I went to our workout, it was difficult. I was sweating. It was hard, and I was sore for about 3 or 4 days afterwards. And I can definitely see how it benefits people to go in and do that kind of a workout constantly, because I did feel stronger and more empowered after finishing our workout, and I definitely see how it is really beneficial to everyone that does it.